here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Now Shuck to throw. Cox into the hands of the rookie from Arizona State. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
Third down run from Etienne. He's going to be stopped just a couple yards beyond the line, but that is still good enough for the first.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Staying on the ground here with Etienne. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That was Xavier Watts getting in there defensively. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up. Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. He's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
Typically complete a pass on 3rd down. Well, that's a good thing, right? A pretext for a first down. Not so fast and not this time.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's for John Robinson. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. You know, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Here's Robinson running his own read. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stop is made. Oluwafemi Oladejo.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and long for him here. Caught by Dotson on the slant. He's tackled after a gain of about 13. And that's going to be good for a Falcons first down.
13 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Penix looking to pass. He gets it right back to Dotson. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And it's going to be first down Falcons.
It's a gain of 10. First down Falcons.
Here's Penix to throw. And snags this one over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down Atlanta.
Here's Penix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. There he goes, right sideline. Into the end zone he goes, pick six, and a New Orleans touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. He's brought down here, but they will take it 18 yards and a first. Offense up to the line fast.
First down, Falcons.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary making that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. 42 yards. First and 10 for Penix. And now he's up over 1,000 yards to begin this season. RPO quickly into the hands of Johnson. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. On second down, Penix. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Lante Taylor has it.
Penix's pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's first and 10. Shock's going to throw here. Rushes right there as he releases it. It goes nowhere near the target. Going to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Working on second down. Chuck. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway. Break that up. Third down now after that incompletion.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Quick throw is caught. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And it's going to be first down New Orleans.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Back to throw. Shot. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing in double coverage, odds are against you.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Shuck to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's able to get him pretty close to that marker. Call that a gain of about 7. And that's going to bring up third and short.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Third and 3 in front of him now after that completion got him 7. That one's out and cut on the right side. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that is going to be first down Saints.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Here's Shuck on second down. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Trying to pick it up here with a chance. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Penix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Gain of 15 there. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense. It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
Penix on 3rd down. Gets this one to London. They stop him after about a 5-yard gain. That is good enough for a fresh set of downs.
a gain of 5. 1st down, Falcons.
Not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. Penix on 1st and 10. And he has been sharper. His teammates happy about that. 3 for 4 passing this series after throwing that interception. A give, left side. Here's Robinson. Saw the lane, hit it. Quick call that a gain of 7. Nicely done. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Robinson. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They're going to read at the line. 3rd down, give to Robinson. Oh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. Trying to get it on the keeper. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
On the tackle. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Penix now to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. Chase Young. And they're in a tough spot now on this 2nd and goal.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. To the air with Penix. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this is going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Throwing Penix. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you've got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. They're going to switch things up at the line. Trying a different look to get the conversion. And the kick by Folk is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they have left in a methodical drive. Paying off the points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. These hits finally taken out, so call it a gain of about 23 on the play before they got to him. And that is good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I'll be the one to say, Kate, he gets up to that second level, 15, 20 yards. We're rooting for him to take it to the distance. It's hard to do. It's tough to make a gain like this happen in the NFL, but as you saw, still even tougher to take it to the house.
An option give to Robinson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Hot quick right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Atlanta.
Offense going audible this time. Penix now. And the Russia's going to win this one. They get to it. And that will make it 2nd and 17 to go.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Running left is Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. On the shotgun, Penix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Julian Blackman. And he's out in the clear. Into the end zone he goes. Pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown. For the extra point, here's Smith.
For the extra point.
This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
14. Falcons 3.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Offense to the line fast.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down coming from Penix. Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. There's Young again. With 2 for him in this game, that doubles his season total.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. We look underneath here, Robinson. And he's not going to make it. May stop him short. So expect a punt coming up here on 4th down.
A gain of 9 on the play. But it brings up 4th down.
Oh, quick throw here, left side. Oh, what a play call on 4th down. They're staying out there. Give them 12 as they extend this drive. Throwing short of that line to gain, Brock. He had to have been confident his guy would be able to get the rest and pick up the first like he did.
Yeah, are you a golfer, Kate? You ever golf?
Badly, yes.
Okay, but a throw like that, let me just tell you, is like when you hit a good putt, and you know it's a good putt and you're confident, but it's not until it goes down that you could take that deep breath and exhale.
Yeah, great call. Penix looking to pass. Back to Pitts it goes. And a good gain here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first. Working quickly here.
11 on the play. 1st down, Falcons.
Here's Penix. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And now it's 2nd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Penix on 2nd down. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Well, it sure seems like they have found a wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and he should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
No throw, 3rd and long. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made.
A gain of 31 yards. And a Falcon first down.
Here's Penix to throw. And he loses control of that one on the hitch. That's going to be incomplete. He's been a busy man on this drive. Defense clearly taking notice. It's 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run, Brock. That brings up 3rd down. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd.
Staying with Robinson. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Inside the final minute of our 3rd quarter. Penix now on 1st down. That one connects. And in. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, the 2nd score that he has brought in this season. Two-point try coming. Penix and his offense getting set.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
14, Falcons 9. To kick off for Atlanta.
Making this a 5-point ball game. They kick it off. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Let's start this drive with Achane. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Chuck. That's caught right side by Tyson. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
3rd and 5.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. About set. This is 3rd and 5. He's drawn up forward. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that's That's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First and 10.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
New set of downs from 37. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And they make the stop, I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Complete to Jordan Tyson. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 37-yard line.
Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up. Running with Achane here out of the gun. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Return to the Mac. Get it what it is, what it does, what it is, what it is. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Get it up. First shot, him strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious.
3rd and just 2 to go. Now stick with Achane. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Charlie Smith now in a high-pressure spot. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Hey, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Reed now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. Penix on 1st down. Absolutely fires this one right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You'll often hear quarterback coaches, offensive coordinators tell a quarterback if they're even, they're leaving. I don't think that receiver ever got even. There was no leaving. The coverage was too good to bat that one away.
All right, they're shuffling things around a bit. Throwing on 2nd down, Penix. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. That one's out and cut on the right side. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Falcons 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
Penix. And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there, a lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And it's going to be first down, Falcons.
A gain of 15. And the Falcon first down.
Quick pass into the hands of Pitts. And out of bounds he goes after picking up close to 8 yards there. So second and short coming up.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Again, Penix to the air. Look for a second like he had him, Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. It was a good throw to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. Third down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. They had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
The best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. On first down, they're going to start out with H.A. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. H.A. again. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
H.A. gets this on the draw. So some bending, but no breaking out of this defense. They limit the game to 5. That makes it 4th down.
If it's first or second down, Kate, you don't really love giving up that many yards. But in that situation with a conservative offensive call, you do your job defensively.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. To throw. Rushes right there as he releases it. He goes nowhere near the target. He's going to avoid a sack there, Brock. Get his 2nd down.
The good news there is he got the ball out of his hands and did not take the sack. The bad news is he's got to collect himself, regroup after that big hit, and make sure they find a way to execute.
He's not going to be able to get rid of it. They got to him. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Need something big. It's 3rd and long. To throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was give me 6.
For the extra point, here's Smith. Send right down the middle and good. They add another to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up. Continuing to throw it despite the game he's had, Brock. Coaches obviously still have faith in him despite all these interceptions.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's faith. And it's also like a sense of belief that, and they know, these coaches know, that this is where you've got to work through it. Not on the practice field, but when it gets really tough right here in game action.
Working on 2nd down. Penix. And it's going to end up an incomplete pass, partner. So that brings up 3rd down.
Obviously not a tough call to make here. It is 4-down territory from here on out. The tough thing is to find a play you can execute in this moment.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Pressure gets there. The defense gets home. He's brought to the 14. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
And it's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's hit and taken down. They got him at the 18. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 18-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. So they decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown, the knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for my partner Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm